First of all, what's happening? How have we got here? Well, today we are in the top 8 in the EMEA region. That means we have 8 teams that are competing. And we got here through a big old Swiss stage. As mentioned, 123 teams signed up. That's, what, 369 contestants? Quick maths. And then we whittled those down to a top 16. They battled it out last weekend. Reggie were there to commentate some of that action. But here, today, it's all about the top 8. And we're whittling those down to 4 before grand finale, which will decide our victor.
You already talked about it all, but you said it, $4,000 in total throughout the whole prize pool. And when it comes to the points, what thoughts about them?
Oh man, it was an absolute movie. And just a little backstory here. This layout right here is exactly how the teams qualify.
See just how these points are divvied up at the end.
Exactly. It's already a little bit mentioned, the points are scattered on the first place.
Where we are heading for this wonderful day of competition, we have 8 maps in our map pool. Monaco, Skyway, Sis Horizon, Fortune Stadium, Banal, Las Vegas Stadium, Nozomi. Do you want me to do anything else? Well, you probably want me to talk about what's actually happening today. Here we go, the top 8 showdown. And this is what it's going to look like at the very start. We're going to have this next bit.
Exactly, and throughout the most day, this is what we're going to be looking at. We're going to have cash shots into best of 3s. Now, if we take the 3 teams on the second...
Yeah, once we get down to our top 4 teams, we only have 1 more cash out game to play. And after that last
to this top 8, just want to give them a shout out while we are at it. Now, let's have a look at our first match. Cash out game between...
Jerry, I appreciate you, and thank you so much for just sparing you and giving us your knowledge. As you guys can already see, we already have the first one, Monster Pig team, with their heavy light comp. Dread, our first cash out of today on Bernal as well. I mean, I myself don't quite enjoy Bernal, but maybe listen, there's a lot of other people who may like it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty popular in the comp scene just because of how, symmetrical and horizontal it is. These teams can move around here pretty quick, as we see already. The gateways coming out with the double heavy lights moving around. But yeah, looks like we're going to be coming up right now with our first tap of the game, Diana.
It's going to be Winged against a Team Monster Pig. Or they're fighting for the first cash out box. That means Lights Out and Tiger on the other 2 sides. So the 2 newer teams are facing off each other, which could already mean the first cash out to be grabbed. A little bit of damage being postponed here above the lights, but the first one is going to fall. David is gone up from the board. Plopern is also taking quite a lot, so Winged, they're a little bit struggling when it comes to standing on their feet. 1 player remaining in this 1v2 scenario. He does a ton of damage, but it won't be enough.
Yeah, not quite enough. Team Monster Pig taking that first fight of the game. They're going to be able to move that box over now. Looks like they're heading towards A. And they're going to get this plug over here. But on the other side of the map, we still got a little bit of a showdown going on here, as it looks like both teams are fully up as this fight is taking a while. Looks like Perzone trying to hold that high ground here. Actually, a little bit of a flank coming in, but the gateway finally moving this box over. They want to get this plug going because they can't let this fight take too long. But here comes the Winch, just barely doesn't miss it. And Rubinski is going to be able to throw that box in and get that plug, but it's immediately going to be swapped over by OG.
Tries to take it out, but they gotta be careful. Lights are playing this very safe right now. They do not want to engage. They're still trying to hunt down at least one of these players from the side of Takeoff, but he's just running away. Pika is doing his best to stay alive, and as for right now, Lights Out have regrouped, and they're ready to get back into this fight against Takeo. Up on this roof on the Citadel. Look at it, so much damage. First one falls. Takeo is now on the lead. The second one will be taken out as well, and Lights Out, they're really bringing the numbers back. All of a sudden, all up to Pika, the Light standing all alone in a 1v3 scenario, but as long as C stays alive, the cash out is still not being flipped.
Yeah, not quite being flipped yet. That fight kind of took a while to really take off there, but once it did, it was explosive. But Tycho already coining back in with their other 2 members. Pika taking a little bit of damage, going to have to drop back down. Donk Rage with a little bit of a flank onto OG there, doing a little bit of damage, and they're just trying to play kite right now because Lights Out still has control of this box here. But Takeo coming in from the high ground here, trying to land on top of him. Looks like Atelko kind of sniffing out one of the lights here. Not really sure where he is. Finds him, though, out of the invis, but he gates away. He's going to chase him right through that gate. Can he catch up to him, though? Almost able to get through that window. He is going to end up going down, Dianic.
Another one gone. Lights Out now in a disadvantage. They're really trying to stop this switch, but unfortunately they can't really get to it. Tycho, they've created a perfect little cover, meaning the box is back under their control and there's so little time left. All they gotta do is now protect it at their best cause, and then they're gonna have the first catch under their control. On the other side, Team Monster Pig have now secured their first box as well. And as for right now, Lights Out, they cannot bring this one back.
Yeah, looks like Takeo might be holding on to this because Lights Out has to play a little bit of a reset here. Donkre's getting that hand res onto Rabinski there. And they might opt to go for a fight here, even though I don't think there's any time left on this cash out. But they are going to try to take out OG here as he's trying to rotate out. They're all kind of stuck in the corner here in this building with Lights Out kind of fanning out around them to stop that rotate here. But as Vault 4 is spawning now, they are just going to turn around and go right towards that, Dianic.
Into the next cash out. They already have a gateway ready and set up. That means that plug is going to be quite quickly. There we go. And also has been... No, it's been stolen! Oh. Look at it! Monster Pig just took away the cash out box from Wing It. And they've got the plug. Very unfortunate. Wing It also losing one of their members. They're really not doing great right now. That gateway was set up for success, but unfortunately it did not bring them even the plug.
Yeah, and it was yoinked right out of their hands, but now we're coming down to a 1v1 between Monster Pig and David here. But Monster Pig opted to go for that body. He is going to get a hand res. Looks like David gets a hand res of his own. And now we've got a light-heavy matchup on both sides here between Wing It and Monster Pig. Box is still in control of Monster Pig, but Ploparn gets hand res by Wireless Jose as well. The steal is going to go through the goo is going to block them off, but the gateway above the head is going to stop that steal at the last second. David's going to have to hop off. He does go down. The dome shield coming out from Jose. Ploparn's going to follow right behind it. Jurg is going to get healed right back up by Nuwak there, and he's going to jump onto Wireless Jose to get that wipe. Monster Pig holding on to this one.
Also, Pig doing really, really good right now. As already mentioned, guys, if you are in the bottom two in this first cash out, you're going to be dropping down to the lower bracket. So they really do not want to be in that place. Lights Out on the other side, also losing two of their member personnel, being the last man standing. The heavy, at least Donkridge managed to use one of his coins to get back into the game. But Tycho, they're still holding on to that cash out and are fully equipped with every single member. OG, he's one of the best heavies that EMEA currently has, and he's standing strong with the support from his team.
Yeah, he definitely is. And I love looking at Atelko, that solo medium, rocking that F card too. They're going to go for the steal here, but Donkrage hopping right onto Pika with that V9S. He's going to take him out there. A little barricade coming up from OG as he's trying to rotate out to get some health back as they try to reset here, try to get Pika's body, which it looks like Atelko did get the hand res off there. And now we're coming up just about on the halfway point of this box, still in control of Lights Out, but we have another team coming in, Dianic. David gets a kill onto Donkrage here.
Well, from the looks of it, Wing It, they know, unfortunately, they cannot get themselves onto that cash-out box from the side of Monster Pig, so they're going to third-party this party here, but unfortunately, they're coming a little bit too late because Lights Out, they only have one member left. Person taking so much damage. Donkridge now using another coin, so there's no more coins left for the side of Lights Out. They're really trying their best, but Tycho are just so strong holding onto this box. All they gotta do is whip it back onto their name because right now it is in the possession of Lights Out.
Yeah, still in possession of Lights Out here, but Wing It might be able to hop on this at the last second, or they're just going to try to keep it in control of Lights Out to keep Tycho out of there. But it looks like we just have all these teams kind of rotating around here as Lights Out is just desperately holding on to this box. They ought to hop on it now if they want a chance at this. Looks like we're going to go for it. Wireless Jose try to get in there. I don't know if he mantled over that barricade in time. Donkrage coming in to try to stop it. He dies. I think they're going to get it at the last second. They do. Wing It at the very last second, taking second place.
What an amazing placement on the side of Wing It that brings them all the way back. I mean, they were on 2K and now they're on 17. I mean, my God, what a comeback. On the other side, Team Monster Pig, I mean, they're just running away with the money. 38K, not have been wiped once the entire cash-out game and have already plugged the next cash-out box. Both of these two are very staggered out. If they want to go for number 6 or make it a double from the side of Lights Out, they would need a double to really be on that top, or even just one of them. it matters to be in the first and in the second place. And Monsterpig, they cannot fall down. So it comes down to Wing It, Tycho, and Lights Out. Who's going to be in the upper and who's going to drop down to elimination game?
Yeah, this is going to be really tough for Lights Out here because they do have a chance to come back here, but they're going to have to play this really well, especially because Rubinski and Donkrage, I believe neither of them have any coins left. So they're going to have to figure out how to play this, and these boxes did get split, and we've got quite a stagger on it, like you were just talking about, Dianic, but we do have a little bit of a steal coming through on the side of Takeo to take control of that. We'll see if they can hold on to it.
As for right now, they can. There's only little time left from the side of Take to really keep that one under control. They're really good when it comes to the defense, but they gotta make sure this one does not fall off. And as we can see, Team Monsterpig, they're already here next to Taiko, but from the looks of it, where's Taiko? They're on the other side of the team. But they're also fighting Lights Out now. But both these two teams coming close. A little bit of fortress has been built in the meanwhile, as the whole building is now being exploded, and Lights Out are really desperately trying to bring this one back. But unfortunately, not a single winch is hitting, and they're just slipping away, every single one of them. Taika doing so much damage, staying alive somehow, but it's Alco will be the first one to fall. Pika and OG with a little bit of HP left in the box now being swapped. They really need to make a wonder here if they want to bring this one back, but there's so much debris. They cannot find the hole. And it's going to be still the box from the side of Taiko if they have found just enough time to delay it.
Wow, that was so close, but Taiko able to hold on to that there, but we still got lots of action coming down in this game as Wing It is still holding on to this last box, but now every team in the lobby is going to be collapsing on this box now. Monsterpig getting a little bit of LH1 shots across the map there. And it looks like he's going to get the assist as Nuwak ends up finishing off the kill onto Donkrage. Rubinski, though, going to get the trade onto Nuwak there. Monsterpig just kind of rotating around the map as he's in a pretty good spot. He doesn't really have to commit to anything on this box here, just trying to cause a little bit of chaos. Wing It still in control here. Looks like we're coming down just about on the 15-second mark. Teams are going to have to hop on this now. And here they come. We got a Dome Shield coming out of Yerg there, but he falls off. And we got a kill onto Rubinski. They're going to all be hopping onto this box. Here they go. The Dome Shield gets glitched out. The winch does hit. And that's going to be it. Wing It holding onto that box, but they wipe at the last second, and it puts them into third. Dianic.
2K in between. It only took so little for them to actually keep their place. I mean,
I am lost for words. I was just saying how lost for words I was. That you didn't even hear how lost for words I was. I'm losing my marbles here. Those final two cash outs went